Hey y'all, Morgan from Charleston Crafted here, and today I'm going to show you how to apply a whitewash or white wood stain to wood, and I'm going to show you my 3 favorite white wood stains tested on 7 different species of wood. So let's start with how to apply white wood stain. So this is a stain I use a lot of, so I've had it for a little while, but even if it's new, you probably want to shake it up a little bit. A lot of times the color can sink to the bottom and the top of the stain can come out really clear because it's not mixed up well. So make sure the lid is on well, and then mix it up. I'm just going to show you on pine, but then I'll show you how this stain looks on 7 different types of wood. So you just use your screwdriver to gently pry open the top of the lid and separate it from the can. So this is the Varathane whitewash. So this is the thickest, darkest white stain that I use. This is more of a whitewash, so it's going to be more opaque and less transparent, so you'll see less of the grain through. You do have the option of applying pre-wood conditioner before you stain. If you're worried about it getting splotchy, that is something you can do with light stains like this. I don't really find it necessary. I like to use a lint-free cloth to apply my stain. This is by Bounty brand. It's called a medium duty wiper. And I cut this one in half because I'm just gonna be doing a little bit. So when you're gonna apply your stain, you have your wood, you wanna make sure it's sanded well. So a lot of wood when you get it from the store has a little bit of a coating on it. So just sand the surface smooth, take your stain and just dip the cloth. And then you're just going to spread it on the wood. And you want to make sure that you get a nice even coverage. You don't want any drips or puddles sort of. So like I just dripped it on there, so I'm going to want to make sure I wipe those drips really well, so there's no drips sitting on. Just like that. So then you're going to want to let this sit. And you can let this sit from anywhere from 5 seconds to 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I found it doesn't really make much of a difference. And I should have put on 2 gloves. But you're gonna let it sit, and that kind of lets it soak in. After 5 minutes, if anything is really puddling or pooling on top, it's probably not going to absorb. This stain I know is a little bit darker, that whitewash, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it, and I just find a clean section on my cloth and wipe off any excess. And you wanna wipe in the direction of the grain, so go parallel with the grain lines. So there you go, there you have it. That is whitewashed stained white wood. I let this dry for 30 minutes to an hour and then apply a protective coat. I like to use polyurethane and a matte finish personally. That's it. That's how easy it is to stain wood white or give it a whitewash. Now let's see how my 3 white wood stains looked on all the different types of wood.
I used Varathane Antique White, Minwax Simply White, and Varathane Whitewash. The far left on each of these samples of wood is the whitewash, and you can see that by far has much darker coverage and covers up the grain a lot more than the other white stains. The other 2 white stains are honestly very comparable, and it just depends on which brand you can get, whether you shop at Lowe's or Home Depot, what is most easily available to you. I think they're pretty interchangeable.